So today I will talk about my ENG 2020 e-portfolio. And to start with, I will talk about the genre analysis of text type. And the text I chose is a personal opinion on a newspaper about aviation industry's current situation. And the text type of it is an exposition. The purpose of exposition is to promote a particular point of view and persuade the readers. And the purpose of this particular text is to argue that aid should be given to the airlines during the outbreak of coronavirus. The writer used several points to illustrate that the authorities should give aid towards the aviation industry in order to avoid unfavorable business conditions. And in terms of structure, the writer has the opening statement to provide readers with background information and his point of view. Then the writer lists out several reasons to convince the readers that the airline is in a hard time now, and the authorities should provide them with a helping hand in order to ensure a stable business for them. At last, the writer had a restatement of his opening position. And let's move on to the audience. The audience of the text is the general public. There are no professional terms as it was posted on newspapers, so the general public should be able to understand it. And thus, in terms of linguistic feature, there aren't any first or second person pronouns in the text. It used a third person point of view, like they may need to adapt this kind of third person point of view. And besides, there are no interactive devices like questions in order to avoid making the text too personal. And then I'll move on to the genre analysis of advertisement. This advertisement is a car advertisement by Mercedes-Benz. And the purpose of this advertisement is to persuade the readers and viewers to purchase the new car produced by the company. And the target audience of this advertisement is the people who want to buy a new luxury car. So for structure, there are 4 elements in the structure. And to start with, there is a headline in a large font to attract and state the main selling point of this car, which is an environmental friendly luxury car. Then there is a body copy to state the main selling points and the technology used in this car. And in the lower part of the advertisement, there is a large image of the car, which could make people think that this car is stylish and luxury. And at the bottom part of the advertisement, there is a signature line showing the brand name, slogan, and logo of the company. And for linguistic and paralinguistic feature, and for linguistic feature, it used coinage. It formed a new word called eco-luxury at the very beginning of the advertisement to show that this car actually combines both eco and luxury. So for paralinguistic features, it includes the slogan of the brand, the best or nothing. And moreover, for persuasive strategy, we use a flattery to label that who buy the car would be the leader and eco CEO at the last line of the body text, and it could make the potential buyers think that they will have a higher social status or position after buying this car. And then I will talk about the text transformation. The text I chose is an open letter to WHO by a YouTuber who is from Taiwan. So this text originally is a personal letter to WHO, and it is more like a informal text, and I transformed it into a formal text. And I'll say how I transform the formality of the text. First, I combined a few paragraphs because in the original text there are a lot of short paragraphs, which makes it quite informal. So I combined a few of them and made a longer paragraph. And secondly, I replaced contractions. There are lots of contraction used in the text. For example, Taiwan's "we are," and I replaced them with the proper form of it in order to make it more formal. Also, I add more passive voice, like it is said that in the text, in the new text, in order to make it sound more formal. And last, I avoid informal wording, such as there's a uh, phrase in it saying "playing the victim," and I just delete it, and but I replace it with words that could tell the original meaning of the text. And also make some modification in order to control the interpersonal distance. And I avoid using first and personal pronouns such as we or our, and I replace it with third person pronouns such as your and their. This could make the text seems more formal because the interpersonal distance is longer than its original one. Also, I also avoid interactive devices such as now you might say or asking question. I just delete those kind of interactive devices in order to make people feel it is more distance, so the text will be more formal. Okay, so this is the end of my oral presentation, and thank you for listening.